Play it, please.
Are you ready?
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, it's Monday. Want a break from the drab old routine? Tune in for stories that are obscene.
We'll have weird laws, facts, and stories that will blow your mind. Every show will be one of a kind.
Normally we're quiet, don't say a word, but now we're ready to bring you stories of the absurd.
So don't be late every Monday from 6 to 8. It's the world of the wacky. I ran out of rhymes.
Who are the Media Busters?
Curtis and Sarah, that's who.
Every Monday night from 6 to 8.
Tune to 88.1 for
Top 5.
Movie Night.
Music and Celebrity News.
And Curtis's favorite controversy.
Playing all the hits of today. Monday. Media Busters.
It's KDPS coming at you with Sara and Jessica for the next 2 hours. We've got some good stuff for you tonight, don't we?
Yep, just, the usual. Some celebrity gossip, April Fools, I think we're going to talk about, and
Fact or Fiction.
Yep, we'll be here from 6 to 8, so stay tuned here on KDPS The Edge 88.1.
KDPS Radio with Sara and Jessica, and this past Monday was April Fool's Day, and apparently there's an 18-year-old lady who told her boyfriend that she was pregnant.
Yeah, that seems to be a popular joke among
It's popular,
people.
yeah. And Lindsay Lohan tweeted about it. I mean,
I had a friend on my news feed do it.
Yeah, people think it's funny. I'm not really sure why, but her boyfriend did not think it was funny, and he got mad, and to defend herself, she ended up cutting him across the throat and biting him twice.
He got so mad that he tried to hurt her?
Well, I don't know that he tried to hurt her, but he got aggressive, and she got defensive, and
she cut him and bit him.
Yeah. So he got 7 stitches, and she is in jail. So definitely an April Fool's joke gone wrong.
Yeah.
Sometimes the jokes just aren't funny.
Did you do any April Fool's jokes, or did you get fooled?
I am always the one who gets fooled. I never pull the pranks. And I should remember the day because it's actually my older brother's birthday, but no, I fall for it every time.
I have 2 uncles that it's their birthday on different sides of my family.
Really?
It's a popular day to be born, I guess.
Yeah, I think I would be kind of worried if it was my birthday, actually, because I'd be like, you better not trick me on my birthday, or you're gonna...
What, like April Fool's, it's not really your life.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
That would be a bad joke, too. Oh my gosh, I remember I have this one friend, and in high school they had, like, signs up, and it said, like our elementary school, go this way to the auditorium.
Yeah.
She convinced me that there had been a school shooting at my elementary school, and that's why they were at the high school.
That's not cool either.
That's not even funny, but oh my gosh, it just makes me so mad. I'm so gullible.
Yeah.
What can I say?
I didn't do any jokes, and I didn't get joked, except for the one girl on my Facebook who said she was pregnant. Kind of a close friend. It got me for like a millisecond, and then I was like, wait, it's the 1st of April.
Yeah, you
not
gotta
a good
keep
day.
that in mind.
Not a good day to announce your pregnancy, right?
No, definitely not. Even if you were pregnant, I feel like people would question you like, really? Are you sure?
Well, I think next year we should plan some good jokes and actually do something.
We should. I want to be the one
Prank some
pranking
people.
someone instead of the one being pranked. Come on
It
now.
would be fun to be on the radio on April Fool's Day, because you could get people believing
would.
something and then be like, April Fools.
Oh my gosh.
Well, keep out next year if we have our show on April Fools. Next up is 7 Stars by Apples in Stereo here on KDPS The Edge 88.1. Hey, it's Sara and Jessica here on KDPS The Edge, and I was just telling Sara about this story. Heidi Klum, there's pictures of her out. She was rescuing her son they were swimming in the ocean in Hawaii, and he started to drown, and she went out to rescue him, and meanwhile, this paparazzi was just snapping pictures. And she gets mad at him because one of the pictures, she had a slip of a body part, an unmentionable.
We can imagine.
And she was mad at him for that, and I was thinking, I would be mad because someone's standing by watching her son drown.
That was the only reason that she was upset?
Yeah.
Was because of that picture?
Yeah, well, that's what the story that I read said.
Yeah.
I imagine she was a little bit upset about that, but
yeah,
it was funny that the story said she was upset about her, slipping.
Wardrobe malfunction.
Yeah, there we go. Wardrobe malfunction. But I would be, who just stands there and watches that happen?
I know, I would be livid, but I guess the, paparazzi, they just think that's like their job or something, just no matter what, to get the juicy story. I just think it's kind of gross.
Yeah, I imagine a picture like that would be worth some money, but and then, what if he would have, died? And then he has pictures of that.
And how do they live with themselves then?
He probably would let it happen because that picture would be worth even more money. You know what I mean?
I cannot wrap my mind around that being like your profession and having that mindset, treating people that way. Wasn't there a paparazzi that got run over when they were chasing Justin Bieber this past fall or something?
I don't know. Was there?
I think
Tell me about it. I don't know.
I believe so. I think he got killed because... Yeah, he was something with Justin Bieber, and he was out, and he got hit by a car. Huh?
They're relentless. They'll do anything.
I know.
To get
it reminds me
pictures.
of Princess Diana, too, where supposedly they got in the car crash because of the paparazzi in the first place, and then the paparazzi were, snapping pictures of the car wreck, and apparently there's some gruesome pictures out there of her, and
Cause the car wreck, and then take pictures and make more money.
Yeah. I just think it's...
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, not impressed.
I feel bad. I'm glad I'm not that. I mean, I would like to be famous, but that's one thing that, they always struggle with is getting their picture taken all the time.
Yeah.
Annoying.
And then, of course, I suppose we don't help because we eat it up, right?
Right. But now we're talking about it, so...
But the morals are in the wrong place here. So up next is Float by Pacific Air on 88.1 The Edge. KDPS, you are back with Sara and Jessica, and it is time for our weekly segment, Fact or Fiction. Now, here is how the game works. I am going to give Jessica 2 supposed facts, and one of them is true, one of them is false. She needs to tell me which one is false.
Right. Oh, the score right now. I have 1 point.
And I have 2.
Yeah, we're getting really high up in the points here. So
can you feel the intensity? Come on.
If I get this one right, we're going to be tied. Tied ball game.
Tied. I like that little accent. Okay.
Give them to me.
Are you ready to rumble?
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. The original name for the butterfly was flutterby, or polar bears can eat as many as 22 penguins in one sitting.
I believe the fact that is a fiction is the flutterby fact.
You're wrong. That's true.
They were not called flutterby. Oh, maybe they were because they flutter by.
It would make sense, wouldn't it?
I was
true.
thinking no, why wouldn't it be fly? Because they fly, but they do flutter by. Oh,
but you believe that the polar bears could eat 22
many?
Penguins? 22 in one sitting.
I don't know. I'm not judging.
Well, it's kind of funny, actually, because penguins live in the southern hemisphere while polar bears live in the northern hemisphere. So therefore, they don't eat penguins at all. And yes,
was that supposed to be an easy one? You were trying to give me an easy one.
No.
And I'm totally messed up.
No, I don't know.
But that's cool. I'm gonna call them flutterbys from now on because that sounds cute.
Yeah, I like that name. But apparently, they also used to call them butterfliage.
Why did they change it to butterfly?
I don't know. Well, it could come from this. They called them butterfliage because they thought that they ate uncovered butter or milk. There are many theories as to what came about to make them be called butterflies, but...
All right, I'm gonna call them flutterbys.
Flutterbys. I know, I like that, right?
Well, here's Let Me Love You by Neo here on KDPS, The Edge 88.1.
Sara and Jessica here on KDPS, and we are talking about what would you do to feel loved, to feel gratitude.
How about fake your own funeral?
Yeah, that's an idea, right?
Sounds like a really good idea, Sarah. Are you going to do that?
Yeah, maybe. I've been inspired. Actually, a Chinese student got inspired after her grandfather's funeral, and seeing all the people come and show up and show their gratitude, she faked her own funeral. She hired a team of cosmetic artists to make her look dead yet alive, and she laid in an open coffin while mourners walked by. And at the end, she woke up and jumped out of the coffin and gave a speech. So
I hadn't heard the whole story. Okay, first of all, I didn't realize she hired makeup artists. Like, what were they thinking about her little plan she had going on?
yeah, and how do you look dead yet alive? Why would you want to look alive at all if you're trying to pull off being dead?
And, yeah, that's bizarre. And then how do you, like, some people touch the body at funerals.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be cold.
Obviously wouldn't be dead feeling.
And then there's the breathing issue. I don't understand how you can look like you're not breathing at all when you're out in the open like that.
That, and if she wanted to, like, she wanted the loving feeling, okay, I would never do this, but if it were me in the casket,
Yeah.
I would want to, like, peek my eye open and see, like, who's looking at me right now.
I know,
And then-
right?
And then that would freak them out. It would just be... Ugh,
I mean,
so
she had her
weird.
eyes closed the whole time people were passing her by, and then I would guess by the time she jumped out of the casket that people were a little ticked off at her.
Yeah. Especially
I know
her
I would
parents.
be. Yeah. Like, do you think it's immoral to fake your own funeral just to
definitely.
feel loved?
Definitely. Have you seen Huck, Tom and Huck, the movie Tom and Huck?
I have not, no.
This is a Disney movie. It's good. And he goes to his own funeral and falls through the roof. And it's funny.
And how did those people react then?
They were like, "Oh, Tom."
They were just super happy?
Yeah, they were like, "He's alive."
I guess there would be relief too, but relief like 2 seconds after, followed by,
What the heck did you
I'm
just
so
do?
angry.
Yeah.
What did you do?
You're grounded.
Seriously. This is
Let's
not a
not
good
do that.
idea, people.
Here's Beauty and a Beat by Justin Bieber featuring Nicki Minaj on The Edge 88.1.
You are on KDPS with Sarah and Jessica, and guess who is trying to be the next Kardashian?
I don't know. Who?
Who wants to be the next Kardashian, right?
Yeah.
Ryan Lochte. And no, not through any tapes online.
Sex tape?
Yes.
Can we say that? I don't know.
But actually, he just wants to imitate the success they've had from their reality show. He says that Kim went from being like nothing to being so famous,
Yeah.
and
They
so
really aren't famous for anything except for their TV show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
so
is
he's
kind
trying
of
this out.
he is. He has a new show on E coming out called What Would Ryan Lochte Do later this month.
Yeah, I saw the preview for that.
Did it look good at all to you?
I don't know how I feel about it. It seemed kind of, I don't know.
It looks
Like, why? Why does he need a reality show?
Yeah, that's what I think. Like, he's not like a Kardashian. He doesn't need to be made to anything.
It actually
He's
took me a minute, like, okay, who's Ryan Lochte? And then
Really?
I was like, wait.
the Olympic.
Yeah, the swimmer, right?
Yes. I was just gonna say something that I don't even know what. But yeah,
Wait,
he's already
what were you going to say? What'd you think he was? Not a swimmer?
Olympian.
He is an Olympic swimmer.
He is, isn't he?
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm
See,
thinking.
we barely even know who this guy is. We know that.
We know his name though. He doesn't really. I don't know. He doesn't need a reality show, except he's trying to boost his personality, and I guess he's actually kind of switched up the format. He looks into the camera and addresses the
talks
camera.
straight to the camera.
Yeah. So
Okay, that might make it a little more interesting.
maybe
So when, like, what channel was that? I can't remember.
it's on E,
E.
where the Kardashians are at too. So I guess he really wants more than just being an Olympian.
Keep an eye out for Ryan Lochte on entertainment television.
It would be interesting if they like showed him
Swimming?
swimming and stuff, but
Oh, yeah, that's
I
really
haven't
interesting.
seen that.
Yeah.
So
I
we'll
guess
have to see.
I would go the route, like, what's it like to be an Olympic gold medalist?
Yeah.
That's probably what it's...
No, I think they're just like doing his personality and his little sayings like, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know what it is.
I don't know how to say it, but it's yeah with a J.
Here's,
Yeah.
Here's Snow Day by Matt Pond on KDPS Edge 88.1.
You have been on KDPS Radio with Jessica and Sarah. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight.
Yep, we'll be back next week from 6 to 8 on Thursdays. DJs David and Chelsea are up here on KDPS The Edge 88.1.
Sara Lomen here on KDPS 88.1 The Edge, and I am talking with Miss Deborah Cason. Why don't you introduce yourself, Deb?
Okay. I currently am employed as an assistant professor in the Division of Nursing here at Grandview.
Well, I'm curious, being in the medical field then, are you for or against medical marijuana?
I don't see anything wrong with medical marijuana. I appreciate that there can be abuses to any system, but I was in states that had legalized medical marijuana. They gave me lots of insight, and a lot of people think that people who use marijuana medically are smoking, and they don't really. So I've heard people talk about the good things it does, like lower the pressure in individuals who have glaucoma. It's great for chronic pain. And it also has proven very effective in people with cancer who are unable to eat to stimulate their appetite.
What do you think is the safest way to ingest marijuana?
Well, smoking anything isn't great, but steeping it in a tea is good. The other thing you can do, depending on what you want to use it for, is you could steam it in water, put a towel over your head like you steam your face, and just inhale, the vapors that way. Some people might want to put it in food. The tea and the mucous membranes, they're right there when you take something in your mouth, and so that's pretty accessible. That's probably what I would do, is drink a tea. I imagine it could also be put into a base of an ointment or put into a capsule. It's pretty endless how one could take it, but I think smoking would be the most harmful.
Who do you think is impacted most?
People living with pain. And again, abuse happens when people aren't trying to treat their pain, but they want the other effects of the medication, and that's how they abuse them. And so the people in pain pay the price for that. I think that involving some decriminalization of it, or even just the medical side of it, would raise incredible revenue for whatever state decided, to do this. So I think there's a lot of benefit.
Are there any kinds of patients that you consider exceptions to the benefits? Like some people say kids.
No, it's not appropriate for nobody under the age of 18, and maybe even 21. And again, depending on what's going on with that person, I see it more used as someone, again, if you're talking about a chronic condition, that takes a while to happen. And so I don't see a lot of people in their 20s unless they've been in a severe accident or have a debilitating disease like MS, things like that can be very painful. But for the most part, I don't see it of use in the young.
What are the effects comparable to marijuana versus drinking? Like if you were behind the wheel of a car?
Great question. Alcohol is a central nervous depressant. So it does make you tired. It slows you down. That's why you appear uncoordinated. And if you get too drunk, you'll stop breathing. Now, I don't know of any case of someone who's stopped breathing with marijuana. For a lot of people, it makes them, quote-unquote, mellow and makes them sleepy, and they go to sleep. But if you use it consistently, regularly, and in large quantities, it does other bad things to your body, like makes you sterile and, for men and things like that. Someone asked me this question, what would that mean for me as a driver? I'm sure like alcohol, you would have to not partake so many hours before you went to your job.
So how much truth do you think there is in the idea that using marijuana can lead to the use of harder drugs?
The person that goes that route typically is an addict, and they're looking for a different payoff from the alcohol, the marijuana, whatever they're using. But the person who's truly just using it for pain doesn't typically want that kind of result. They just want relief. So you're talking about two different animals here.
So what do you think of the progress so far with it being legalized in 18 states, but not Iowa?
From the conversations I've heard, nobody wants to take the accountability for it. So we might look to other states. How's it working for them? What problems are they having? And then come closer to more discussions about, is this something we also want to consider?
How do you see the future of medical marijuana then? Do you think it will become more accepted in society?
I think so, but keep in mind that there have been a couple of states where it's been legal for quite some time, and they don't have any issues. They don't have an increase in crime rate. They don't have any of that going on in their state.
So what is your opinion then on just legalizing marijuana in general for recreational use?
For small amounts, truly, if you're 21 years old and you know what you're doing and you can only get a little amount every so often, then I don't think that legalizing even recreational use is a problem. So there are some upsides. I'm not saying it's a panacea, but it's just one more thing in the arsenal, of medicine. It's an herb.
Thank you to Deb Cason, Assistant Professor of Nursing at Grandview University, for joining us today. This is Sara Lomen on KDPS Edge 88.1.
You're listening to KDPS Radio, the Shane and Sara Show on Monday afternoon. Sara, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling great. It's a lovely Monday afternoon.
It is lovely, although we are expecting snow pretty soon, but do not worry. because we have a great show coming up, including Harlem Shake, Batman, American Idol, The Age Game, National Parks, and Sarah, what have you got for us?
I've got how grandparents are feeling replaced by the internet. Going to talk about some crazy neighbors and an expecting mom who won $5,000 for letting people on the internet choose the baby name. So, good stuff for today. Up next is Hey Ho by the Lumineers on KDPS 88.1 The Edge. You are back with Shane and Sara on Edge 88.1. And Shane, what's up with the Harlem Shake lately?
Everything, apparently. It is everywhere and done by everyone. And let me just tell you, I am sick of it. How about you?
You know, I actually haven't seen a ton of it, so I am more curious than sick of it. What is it exactly?
Well, first of all, let me ask, do you live in a cave?
No.
Because it is everywhere. I wake up every morning and the Today Show is showing a new version of the Harlem Shake. I come to school, my friends want to show me videos. I just want to tear out my eyeballs. I'm so sick of it.
Yeah, I guess I missed the fad. I missed the boat.
Well, what it is pretty much, it's like you see a room or a place just in a normal setting, and everyone's acting normal apart from maybe one person who's doing like a little, nothing too crazy, just a little dance. And it goes about 15, 20 seconds of just that. And all of a sudden the bass drops in the music. And then all of a sudden there's been some editing involved. And then everyone appears, like 100, thousands. In some cases, thousands and thousands of people. And they're all there just doing crazy dances in crazy costumes.
Just like breakdancing, basically, right?
Breakdancing or just crazy, like whatever you want to do, fist pump.
They want.
Yeah, absolutely anything. You can use props. Like I've seen some with drills, bananas, all kinds of crazy objects.
Huh.
It's nuts. Okay, so I said I hate it, and I do. I'm sick of it. If my friends put like a new one on my Facebook wall or they try and tweet me one, I'll just ignore it. But there was one I saw today, and it was The Simpsons. And they did it in their opening credits of the show. And I loved it. I sat there and watched it about 3 or 4 times. Everyone that came in the room, I told them to watch it with me. Actually, Sarah, I made you watch it with me, didn't I?
You did, yeah. It's just a classic, right? The Simpsons are the exception. They are the good Harlem Shake.
I mean, I really do dislike it, but this one made me laugh. And I just thought it was awesome. The Simpsons, seeing them all do it. All the characters. Like, must be about 100 of them in the Simpsons living room just having a blast.
Yep.
Just having a good time. So, for now, The Simpsons, you've won me over. But Harlem Shake, on its own, I'm done with you. Disappear. KDPS Radio, Shane and Sara Show. Hello, hello, hello. This is Shane on the Shane and Sara Show, KDPS Radio. So, Batman does exist. Although your friends might have told you comics are stupid, comics are for kids, well, the egg is now on their face. Because Batman is alive and kicking and living and protecting the streets of Bradford in England. Yes, that's right, the Caped Crusader is back and he is helping the police, I guess, in England. He brought to justice a burglar who was wanted for theft and many other crimes in England. And he turned up at the Bradford police station fully dressed in a Batman suit as the Caped Crusader. But let me tell you, since we last saw Batman on the silver screen as Christian Bale, you know, Christian Bale was a big, tough guy, very fit, loved working out. Well, Batman has let himself go because there's CCTV footage of Batman bringing the suspect in and he looks very podgy and his outfit is bursting at the seams, so Batman has let himself go. But you know what? If he's still doing good work and bringing criminals to justice, I do not mind. So the people of Britain, you can now sleep well at night knowing that Batman is patrolling the streets. Luckily, I'm from England, so I can, being over here, my family's back there, I know they're safe. Just start to worry about myself now, knowing that Batman has left America. KDPS Radio, Shane and Sara Show.
You are back with Shane and Sara on this Monday afternoon, and recently an expecting mom, won $5,000 for allowing the internet to choose her future baby's name.
Why? Why would you do that to your poor little kid?
She says that she can use the money to pay off bills and start a college fund for the kid, so it is actually more useful than getting to choose the name.
Well, did the internet, the people, did the voice pick a nice, suitable name for the child?
Well, it hasn't actually happened yet.
Okay.
And actually, the sponsors of the event get to throw out suggestions, and then the internet gets to chime in. They all get to vote and decide what is the final name pick. And the mom says that if the name is horrible and it's kind of a joke, that she'll just make a good nickname.
Oh boy, this could this could spiral out of control quickly. Because I know there's a lot of people out there who are just going to have fun with this and think of the worst name possible and try and make that name win.
Yeah, well, that is actually the dad's fear. Like,
Well,
why would you ever trust the internet with something like that?
Yeah, you just don't do that. It's like an unwritten rule. I mean, I'm sure people are going to try and put in suggestions like Hitler, Saddam, Osama.
Oh my gosh.
Stuff like that is going to happen.
Yeah, and now you're legally binded to let other people choose your baby's name. I mean,
what kind of bills do they have? I mean, this must be serious stuff if they're going to this extent. Must be like owing loan sharks a lot of money.
yeah, probably. I mean,
Yeah.
I just do not see it being worth it. You want to choose your own baby's name, and you just don't want to end up with a really horrible name. I mean, that just sounds like a joke to me.
Okay, Sarah, so if you would think of a nice name for this situation, what would you suggest for a nice name?
Jamie.
Jamie. And for a bad name, if you were trying to be cruel?
Maybe something totally random, like you say, like Hitler.
Like Soup,
Or, yeah, like, celebrities will name their kids, like Apple.
Steak,
Yeah.
something like that.
Just something that's obviously a joke and not real. So up next is Wild by Beach House on 88.1 The Edge. Sarah here on the Shane and Sara Show, and apparently grandparents nowadays are feeling neglected and left out and replaced, quite frankly, by sites like Google, Wikipedia, and YouTube. Just basically the internet in general, they say, is taking away the ability to have their kids be interested in asking them questions and advice. I feel for the grandparents. It is tricky with all the technology and all the things that are available, even for parents, to keep their kids out of searching for things online and such. But at the same time, I think maybe they're doing that for embarrassing things and not necessarily serious things. There is still real value in sitting down and talking with your grandma or grandpa about their life and their life experiences. They actually say that 1 out of 10 kids in the U.S. live with their grandparents, and that those who do talk with their grandparents over just finding things out on the internet have less emotional and behavioral problems. So, what's better than eating grandma's food, having a good talk? I don't live close with my grandparents, but if I did, I would definitely take advantage of that. There's more value to be found in human interaction than over the internet, if you want my opinion. Up next is When I Was Your Man by Bruno Mars on KDPS Radio 88.1 The Edge. You are back with Shane and Sarah. We are going to talk about a little age game here to quiz my knowledge on different celebrities and how old they are. So why don't you throw it at me, Shane? Go ahead.
Here on KDPS Radio, I love to just quiz people because I love to see them squirm and get embarrassed when they get questions wrong. So
Great.
today I've made up, well, I don't know if I've invented the game, but we're going to say that I made up the game, the age game, where celebrities who have their birthdays this month, I'm going to have Sarah guess just how old they're going to be this month, and we'll see how close she gets, or if she gets it correct, or if she completely fails and embarrasses herself. So without further ado, Sarah, how old do you think Eva Mendes is this month?
Eva Mendes.
The beautiful Latina actress from Fast and the Furious, Training Day.
Yes, I'm going to go with 40. 40 years old.
Close. She's going to be 38.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not too bad.
No, that's pretty good. Pretty good guess. Okay, so Jessica Biel.
Jessica Biel. I'm going to aim for more towards 32.
That is very close. The answer is 31.
Come on.
Okay, this one could be tough. Are you a sports fan?
Not exactly.
Oh boy, this could be tough. Okay, the big diesel, Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaquille O'Neal. I'm going to say...
I'll give you a clue.
Okay.
It's an even number.
That narrows it down so much.
Wait,
Thank you.
it's cut it down by 50%.
44.
Ooh. He's actually just turning the big 40, the big 40 this month.
I'm overestimating people.
So yeah,
That's
you're saying
bad.
he looks older for his age. I'm sure the big diesel would have problems with that.
Yeah, well, my apologies. I'm not good at this game. I can't help it.
Okay, this one is tough because he seems to have been around forever. Bow Wow. Also, he used to be known as Lil Bow Wow.
Yes, I remember. I'm going to say 26.
You're good. You're always in, like, close range. He's 25.
25. Okay, I can accept that.
Again, another man who actually has been around a long time. Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris. I'm gonna say...
This one, you could go a long way either side.
Okay, I'm gonna say 53.
You're kidding me. Look at that guy. We've got images of Chuck Norris up on the screen. There's no way he looks 50. What did you say, 55?
53.
53? Go up. Up, 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 and away.
60?
Up, 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 up.
Really?
Way up.
Like,
I mean,
75?
I know he's 72. I know he's in good shape for his age, but I mean, he's been on TV shows for as long as I can remember.
Wow. Well, yeah, he does look good for his age then.
Carrie Underwood. I think this one might be more up your street for familiarity.
Yes. Well, Carrie Underwood, I'm going to say 28.
Ooh, again, so close. 29.
29.
And last but not least, Mr. Jackass himself, Johnny Knoxville.
Johnny Knoxville. Let's say 40. Even number.
Geez, you are so close, but never did you nail one. He's 41.
Okay, well, close enough.
Yeah,
close
I think you
enough.
did a terrific job. You were always, for most of them, you were within 1 or 2 years. Apart from Chuck Norris, you were out by about 19 years, I think. So that wasn't so good. But the rest, you were pretty good. You did your homework.
Yeah, what can I say? Maybe I'm better at this than I thought.
Very good effort. Up next is Mumford & Sons of The Cave, KDPS Radio. You're listening to KDPS Radio. Now, don't touch that dial. Leave it right there at 88.1. Okay, so we're here in America, the land of the great. And let me tell you, I have done a lot of traveling of America, and it is great. And I love America. And I love especially the natural stuff, the wonders of the world, just the amazing stuff that is in this country. But so it saddened me today when I saw the news that Yellowstone National Park is having to put its opening date back by 2 weeks because of national government budget cuts. This is a huge shame because Yellowstone is the very first national park in America, and it is huge and just full of amazing things to see. Animals, geysers, it's just full of amazing sights. So I'm just so disheartened to know that about roughly 150,000 visitors won't be able to go see it now. They've already planned to go see it these opening 2 weeks, and now it's going to be closed. It's just such a shame because it's such an amazing place, and it's the reason why America is so great. So it's sad news. KDPS Radio. Well, hey, you're listening to The Edge with on the Shane and... Why can't I say my own name today, Sarah?
Shane.
Did you put something in my drink?
I did, totally.
Jeez, the Shane and Sarah Show. Welcome. You're all on board. Okay, so American Idol. Are you a fan, Sarah?
I'm not a fan. I've never been a fan. Not because...
Never been a fan.
Well, not because that sounds like I dislike it. I've just never gotten into it. I'm more attracted to shows like The Voice, I guess.
Oh, well, I'm with you there. Let's give it a high five.
Oh, yeah.
I'm definitely a Voice fan. American Idol, I think it's had its day. It used to be great. It produced some great talent, Kelly Clarkson, among others. But now, I've been watching a little bit of this season, 1 or 2 episodes, and the talent just seems to be lacking severely. There's no one that jumps out and is like, wow, that moved me, that performance moved me. It's very average.
I've read that some people wonder if they actually put bad talent on there to make the show more entertaining. Like, seriously bad people that would never be considered.
Well, I've always heard that from early on, in the audition stages, they show the people on TV that were terrible just so it's entertaining. But now we're in the last 12 for male and female.
And no one's just that good.
Just no one seems to stand out and be that good. I'd say they're all, if I was to grade them A to F, I'd say they're all about a C minus level.
Ooh, harsh.
Yeah, I'm a pretty tough grader. But the good news, though, is as that's drawing to an end, we can look forward to The Voice starting on March 25th.
Yes.
I'm excited because 1, I love the show. 2, I love the format. And 3, we have 2 new judges.
2 new judges.
Replacing
Spice things up.
Yeah, replacing the 2 judges that I wasn't a big fan of, CeeLo Green and Christina Aguilera. So, are you aware of who the new judges are?
Yeah, Usher and Shakira.
Yeah, so I think it's going to add 2 different blends and 2 great personalities to the show.
Yeah, it'll definitely spice things up, and certainly they had some drama on there with the original 4 judges. So
yeah, they had a few fallings out, but I think overall they were fairly good together because I like the show, but I'm excited for this new format.
Yeah, we'll have to see how it evolves with the new judges.
KDPS Radio, Shane and Sarah Show.
You are back with Sarah on the Shane and Sara Show, and I am talking about crazy neighbors. Recently, there was a 78-year-old woman who tore up the flowers in her neighbor's garden because, get this, she was convinced that her neighbor had trained a squirrel to ruin her own garden. I mean, that's just totally absurd to me that you could even have that much time to think about your neighbors or observe your neighbors. You know, just... She's been ordered, actually, to keep the peace. I was going to say you should just keep the peace. Your neighbors are supposed to be at least your friends. Many people don't know their neighbors that well anymore, and I can't say that I do. The most I used to know them is to sell Girl Scout cookies to them when I was younger, so now I don't know them that well, but I would never play games like that and sabotage them and watch them that closely. It's just creepy, if you ask me, and a little too much. So quite possibly this lady has too much time on her hands for her own good. Up next is Snow Day on KDPS Radio 88.1 The Edge. You have been with Shane and Sara on KDPS Radio.
We hope you've had a blast, because I know I did. Sarah, did you?
Definitely had a blast today.
Did you feel embarrassed or quite happy with your performance on the age game?
Quite happy.
Yeah, I would say you did a good job.
Worse.
I would definitely give you a round of applause.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations. Definitely didn't embarrass yourself, so well done. And people, join us again next week, next Monday afternoon, 3 till 4 p.m. with the Shane and Sara Show. Thank you very much for joining us. We hope you had a great time.
This is Sara Lomen with your KDPS News. Governor Branstad is calling a news report about a staff member a bunch of baloney. The report says Economic Development Director Debbie Durham spent $73,000 through luxury travel. Cheryl Hickel of the Iowa Department of Human Resources says the spending is putting an unnecessary burden on taxpayers.
Well, I think it's absolutely ludicrous because it's not like he's working for a public company that he can spend as much money as he wants. This is taxpayer dollars that he's spending, and it feels like he should be able to do his stellar job and not spend so much taxpayer money.
Branstad says Durham has a tremendous track record of growing jobs. A shooting at a strip club early Sunday morning is now being considered a murder. Reginald Bryan Jr. was shot at a party in the parking lot of Big Earl's Gold Mine. He later died at the hospital. Also hurt in the crowd of 300 was Matthew Millsap, who was shot in the leg. A museum is being planned for actor John Wayne. A $400,000 grant was awarded to help build the John Wayne Birthplace Museum in Winterset. The interactive museum will honor Wayne's life and work. College students in Iowa now have more jobs available to them when they graduate. The Iowa Workforce Office says the job market is the best they've seen it in years. Iowa State sophomore Corey Fausch says this news gives him hope for his future.
I think that it's a relief to see things improving so that all of this money and time spent is worth something in the long run. And I'm hoping that when I graduate in a few years, it'll actually still be the same and it won't have crashed again.
Fausch says he hopes the improving economy will allow for more job growth. It looked like snow Monday morning at the University of Northern Iowa as quarter-sized hail pounded the campus. The hail came with what is predicted to be the first round of potentially severe thunderstorms over the next few days. This has been the KDPS News with Sara Lomen. 88.1 The Edge. You are on with Sarah, and I'm going to be taking you tonight on an animal adventure. I'm sure you've heard of animals seem to have the sixth sense. You know, you hear about dogs that can tell when people are about to have a seizure or when a thunderstorm is coming in. Well, there's some other amazing stories of a sixth sense. One of them involves a parrot, and this parrot was very close to its owner. And as you know, parrots can talk. So this parrot was actually able to tell its owner its final words when it knew it was going to die. It said, "You be good, and I love you." Oh, isn't that so heartwarming? Wouldn't that be so cool to have last words with your pet? There's also the story of Oscar the cat, and Oscar lives in a nursing home. And whenever one of the residents of the nursing home is about to pass on, Oscar goes to their bed and sits with them quietly until they pass on. So it's amazing that animals seem to have this intuition in them. Well, let's get back to some music right now. We're going to segue into a fun little animal song to get you dancing tonight with Crocodile Rock. So keep it right here. It's The Edge, 88.1. 88.1, The Edge. You are on an animal adventure. I am your host, Sarah. And now we are going to talk about a zoo that is not treating their animals quite the way that I think they should. A few months ago, they killed an 18-month-old giraffe, and they actually shot it in the head, dissected it in front of zoo visitors, including children, and then fed it to the lions. And they said this was all for the purpose of improving the breeding program. Okay. Well, now those same lions are on the menu. It was 2 adult lions and 2 cubs from the same family, and they recently euthanized them. It was privately this time, but still, they euthanized them because a new male lion is coming in, and they don't feel that all the lions would mix together. They feel that it needs to be a pride situation, and they didn't find anyone else, they say, to take the lion. So they claim that they didn't have any other choice, but when someone offered to take the giraffe the first time, they rejected it. So this is just crazy. Come on, people. I am disturbed. Let's get back to some music now with The Animal by Disturbed, and keep it right here on The Edge, 88.1. 88.1, The Edge. You are on with Sarah, and you are on an animal adventure. So now I'm going to talk about a viral video, one of the many, right? And this one is actually about a bunny. It's every dog owner's dream, I would say. If you find this video, it's the cutest thing. It's a bunny. It is laying in like a little sink type tub, getting a bath. And it is so perfectly content. I mean, there is already water filling the sink, and then the owners, they turn on the faucet and they let the water run directly on the bunny's stomach. Nothing. I mean, this bunny is so relaxed. When I watched it, I honestly didn't know it was even alive. So that really says something. It has its eyes closed. It even has its feet propped up. It honestly looks like it's having a day at the spa or even a day at the beach. So I'm pretty jealous of this bunny. It really looks like all it needs is a drink in hand. And it's having the perfect day. And you know what sounds like the perfect day to me? Being on the beach and listening to Baha Men. This takes me back. Let's listen now to their song, Who Let the Dogs Out? It's The Edge, 88.1. The Edge, 88.1. You are on an animal adventure with me, Sarah. I'm your host. And now let's talk about a documentary that recently came out called Blackfish. Get back to some controversy here. It is about killer whales in captivity and how they can change their behavior when they're being held captive, when they're being told what to do, when they're in this different environment that just is not natural for them. And it focuses on Tilikum, which was a killer whale that was involved with 3 human deaths. I do not have a hard time believing this. I mean, it is not natural for any animals to be in captivity. They are meant to be in the wild, and some are bound to react wrong. Now, does that apply to all of them? I don't know. But it really brings up the bigger question of animals for entertainment in general. I mean, you see this everywhere, right? I mean, it's the circus, it's SeaWorld, it's the zoo. And I am 100% guilty of enjoying all of those things. So I'm not saying there's anything wrong with enjoying them, but sometimes you have to take a look behind the scenes and see what is really going on, because animals, they were not put on this earth for our entertainment. They are their own beings to be respected too, and I think that should be laid to rest. But some killer whales, they say, have actually been released in other parts of the country, not SeaWorld, but there are now laws being progressed against it. So some whales, their dog days are over, right? And let's have our dog days be over. Right now, it's Florence and the Machine on The Edge, 88.1. It's an animal adventure on the Edge 88.1. And right now I would like to talk about the song What Does the Fox Say? This huge, popular, totally weird, kind of random song, which, frankly, I've never gotten. What does the fox say? Dun, 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 dun. Is that what the fox says? I don't get it. What this takes me back to, what it reminds me of personally, is learning what does a cow say? So, what does a cow say? And so what does a sheep say? You'll have to forgive me. This is my childhood toy, so it's as old as I am. It's from the 90s. A couple decades here, but this is old school. This is truly what does the animal say? So, what does a hen say? What does a pig say? Wasn't it so much fun to just press all the buttons and just listen to the sounds and imitate the sounds even? Here's a duck.
Duck. Quack, quack.
And even an owl. I wouldn't even know how to answer this now, so clearly I need some learning.
Owl.
So, there you go. A little lesson for today. If you didn't know your animal sounds, I'll teach you those. But let's get back and try to figure out what does the fox say. Keep it right here on the Edge, 88.1. 88.1, The Edge. You are on an animal adventure, and we have reached our final destination. Let's end the night on a sappy, heartwarming story, shall we? Okay, so this is about a lion named Christian, who two brothers adopted when the lion was a cub. But of course, when the lion became too big to live with them, they did the right thing. They let him go back into the wild, and he was reintroduced to the wild, and it assumed, he settled in there just fine. But they decided to go back a year later and look for Christian to reunite with him. But they had all these people telling them that Christian would be the head of a pride by now, would not recognize them, that it was dangerous not to do it. But what do these people do? They still went. So if you watch this video, oh my gosh, it is so worth looking up. It'll bring a tear to your eye. So they go back and they do find him. And they spot each other. They lock eyes across the room. You can picture this, right? Christian comes running to them, jumping on them, and literally wrapping his paws around them, embracing them, nuzzling him, showing them so much affection. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. It's like a scene from a movie, honestly. And it's amazing to see how the wild, it can't change those initial bonds that you form with your caregiver. Those are so, so powerful. I think people underestimate that. So, yeah, it's definitely one of those viral videos that is worth looking up, and a great note to end this animal adventure on. And speaking of lions, here's Roar by Katy Perry. Keep it right here on the Edge, 88.1.